Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious show.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day is uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Just saw that 73-year-old Suzanne Summers went nude in a birthday suit for her birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, posted up on her Instagram. She's kind of sitting behind like some wheat or something. I don't know. So, I mean, it's got her obscured, so you're not like, seeing what you would expect out of a Playboy shoot. But, she's showing a good 85% of her boobage. And then you can tell that, there's, the wheat is blocking.
You can tell her team was trying to get something going because I saw that everywhere yesterday. It was like, Suzanne Summers gets shamed for going naked. She claps back or something like trying to say that, there's controversy around this photo and people are angry at Suzanne Summers and why can't older women dress naked? And that was, they're trying to get all this shit going.
Well, that's what gets stuff, anymore. Yeah, you need to get, I guess, the hate, and that's what gets traction, and that's what gets the attention. So, yeah, people use haters now effectively. In fact, I think with a lot of these type stories, they probably have these dummy accounts where they have somebody who is on the team that is like going, how dare you, Suzanne?
Well, they especially like a Yahoo News, they always take out one tweet to cite, and Twitter wasn't having it. And it's this, I think Suzanne Summers should never dress like this. This is ridiculous. They've got one follower. No one. There's no action on there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think it's a big ruse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she's up there, only 17,000 likes so far. I figured you'd have more with a story that's getting as much attention as it was. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the only thing. It's like, if you do something like that, where it's like, yay,
and you only get like a couple hundred likes.
How many likes is
and
there?
You're Suzanne.
Well, she's coming up on 18,000.
Well, that's a lot, though. She probably doesn't have that many followers.
She has got 92,000.
Because a lot of the older
93?
celebrities I've noticed, a lot of them don't have as many followers because they're just not in that game. And a lot of them got into the social media game late because they were told they had to get in the game. I remember hearing celebrities say, I'm not doing social media, it's stupid. And then 3 years later, they were doing social media because all of their people are saying you got to communicate with the younger people.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to Jennifer Aniston. They finally broke her ass down.
That's exactly what happened. That's why she didn't have an answer. Why did you do it?
I don't know. My people made me.
It's always kind of a fun game, though. Do you ever do this when you're on Instagram where you're going through and be like, okay, should I follow them? Yes or no? And I do this because, like, on KVJ, we follow a lot of stuff, just kind of like keep an eye on what's going on our Instagram. So I'm always kind of going through. I'm like, Carney Wilson. Should we follow Carney Wilson? I don't know. Lisa Gibbons? No. Dolly Parton?
Yes, I'll follow Dolly.
Okay, so you want to yes
follow
or no?
her in the fire.
I'll follow her to the death.
Martha Stewart, we need to follow her, right?
It does nothing for me, but if you want,
she pops up at the Green Market in West Palm.
True.
And you want to have that on our feed, right? If she does that, so we know.
I mean, sure.
A Martha selfie would be cool.
But I love how you kind of go down the theme. Since we're on Suzanne Summers, all we're getting is like her era of sex symbols. Jamie Lee Curtis, Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, that's Tiffany Thiessen. Oh, we got to follow her.
Yeah,
right?
come on.
Yeah.
She got a cooking show.
And she's from Saved by the Bell, dog.
Yeah.
I know, you're right. I always act like I like Saved by the Bell. When I watch it now, I'll watch it every now and then. I go, what a shitty show that was. Saved by the Bell is borderline unwatchable.
It's just because you didn't have a lot of options.
I think I just like shitty programming.
Yeah, I think it really. I in the day, I'm like, gosh, this show is terrible.
I just couldn't believe what a dickhead Zach Morris was. He was so mean. He was such a meanie.
Was he supposed to be mean? I don't remember being that mean.
I don't think he was supposed to be mean. They tried to make him like a Dennis the Menace kind of a kid, but a little bit edgier. And they go back and they look at some of the storylines. Zach and everyone's hiding out in the girls' locker room trying to film them without their consent. And I mean, it's a lot of those type of
creepy.
Yeah, there's a lot of those storylines.
See, I can see like a Nicole Kidman. I don't have any impulse to follow Nicole Kidman.
I'm with you.
There's something about it, just like, I don't know. I just don't.
I feel like she'd be so boring.
She's very attractive. I find a lot of her movies watchable and good.
She's a great actress.
But I know what you mean. I would have no desire to follow her on social media.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like
now,
this.
if Keith Urban got back on the crack again, now that'd be fun.
Oh, and she were posting photos of like, look at my cracked out husband.
Yeah, like a cracked in, like Whitney style.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you really genuinely need.
You got to have some kind of edge or spice or scandal or something.
Gotta have it. Yep. All right, let's see. You got kind of on the same theme here. Kyle sent an email, my list of things that people hate but pretend to like. A couple of the things. Like kale, he said, yeah, I absolutely agree with that. He said, bacon, that was on your list. I get why there's a backlash against it since lots of people obsess over how amazing it is when it's actually only just good.
And it's been around since forever, and people trying to say it's new.
Well, and I think this list is all about that. This is about hype. This is about what you're talking about with the Suzanne Summers. You try to fluff it up. You try to get all this hype around it by something that's contrived, and after a while, you're like going, wait a minute. I just ate the hype. That's what it is. You're like going, it's okay, but it's not deserving of what it's getting. Pumpkin spice.
It's bullshit in a cup.
I like pumpkin spice.
It's bullshit in a cup.
I got this pumpkin spice beer in my fridge. It's spicy. It's actually got heat. It's really good.
I had to feed Chewy some pumpkin the last couple of days because of his stomach ache. And the pumpkin, by the way, it does work. His stomach's already feeling better, I can tell.
Really?
Yeah, because he really was not feeling well. And I was eating some of the pumpkin, and my gosh, that is the worst shit out there. Mix in some fucking sugar. My goodness.
Well, you were probably eating just pumpkin.
I was, and it's bullshit. Bullshit in a cup.
It's not a tasty gourd. You got to do a lot to fluff that up.
That is a bad gourd.
Yeah, there's some foods that, you just have to, you really don't like the taste of the food. You just like all the crap you put in it.
Maybe I like spice. Maybe I don't like pumpkin. Maybe I like the spice.
I think that might be it. You don't like pumpkin. Trust me. If we just got you down with some pumpkin, you wouldn't be down with pumpkin.
Well, it's that way with kale. Nobody just likes the taste of kale. It's like all the flavoring and the crap that you put in with the kale to make it somewhat edible.
Someone tried to write me a letter about how tried to defend kale, and halfway through their email, they gave up on the fight. I'm like, they were still trying to hold on to their fight and their position.
They gave up on kale.
But they gave up on kale in the middle of their argument.
Awesome.
In an email.
Yeah, probably a good move. And he said, and when friends succeed, I agree that you should want your friends to succeed, but when a friend is noticeably irresponsible or lazy, yet things always seem to work out for them, it's kind of hard to be 100% pumped for them all the time. There's also going to be a certain fraction of people who don't seem to have to try that hard to do well, whether it be dumb luck, nepotism, or some combination of the two. Whereas the majority of us are busting our ass to make a living and just get by, and this person just seems to be falling into one great thing after another.
It can breed resentment.
Yeah. So, and you don't want to feel that way. On top of it, you're going, gosh, not only am I working my ass off not getting anywhere, but now I'm a hater because my friend's falling into good things. So it doesn't make you a bad person, but I think it's just human nature. That's kind of what I was saying.
Who wrote that?
That was an email we got, I think, from Kyle had sent that.
Kyle sounds like a deep cat.
Well, then maybe you should email him back.
Yeah, y'all can get deep together. Balls deep.
That's such a funny term. Balls deep. It's so vulgar, though.
It's so vulgar.
I mean, my gosh.
Sorry. I take it back.
No. It was some of the guys in the snack pack had a volleyball team. It was volleyball or kickball, and they were called balls deep. I'm like, you want to be on it, Bert? I'm like, no, I can't be a part of that. That's too much, guys.
It is too vulgar.
I would love to be on balls deep.
Oh my god.
Kickball team.
Like, you guys go out in public with these shirts. Everyone had balls deep on their shirt.
That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fan.
Here's an email from Nick. Said, that bang bus is probably fake. The one that was at the Dolphins game.
What? People aren't really banging on it?
I think it's promotion.
Yeah, it really was. And they're probably, I'm sure, it's from a porn company. I'm sure somebody's definitely got nailed in it. They probably used it as a prop for a movie or something.
Well, as soon as you brought that up, there was so many comments. It's Bang Brothers, and everyone knew what it was, so they know that they're gonna get people talking about it, even if they just park it outside the stadium. You're gonna go, holy shit! It's the Bang Brother people or Bang Bros.
Yeah. Now, he said years ago when I worked in the Boynton Beach Mall in my early 20s, I met a cute guy that worked at one of the kiosks, and I hooked up with him a few times. Fast forward a year or two, and I had discovered the website backseatbangers.com. So I'm scrolling through it one day, and I see someone I recognize. It was my mall kiosk guy.
No way.
Of course, I asked him about it immediately, and he said it was totally staged. He said he had been on a date with the girl when they were approached by someone that asked if they'd be willing to pretend like they just met on camera, have sex in the back of a van, and have it posted online. I don't know if they were paid for their performance, but Backseat Bangers lied to us.
Oh, yeah. And they
actually do it for free.
And they actually had set. They did it?
That's what I couldn't tell from this, whether they just staged like they did or whether they really did it.
No, if they're paying and it's a legit thing, they did it.
But they just recruit porn stars just in a mall kiosk? Be like, hey, you want to screw on film and get paid for it?
Well, I told you about that one where they bring out, and I'm sure this is fake too, but they bring out two porn stars, and it's almost like they're on spring break trolling the beaches, and they try to find some young dudes. Like, do you want to come back with Amber Titty or whatever the name is?
Amber Titties?
Yeah, and
Amber Titty. Oh, that sounds nice.
It's always like some bro dude. Yeah, man, I'll suck on them tits. And he comes back, and then she either blows him or they jerk. Yeah, I don't know, but that's the whole premise behind it.
Okay.
They do something sexual.
They do something sexual. I don't know if they always have sex. It's always like maybe a little jerk.
A little
jerk on.
Tug.
I'm just telling you the way it is, Virginia.
That's just
get
the way it is.
some goo on those Amber Titties.
Gross. You gotta take these Sinickies, man. They gotta take it too far.
I know. It's always like, yeah.
Don't try to blame my husband.
We're right at the line. We're right there. Probably should end. And nope.
I definitely don't mean to blame your husband. I just like calling you guys the Sinickies.
Sinickies. I like how he gets painted with the brush of filth just because I'm so dirty.
Yeah. Boy, I've seen a couple of these stories here. These older cougs getting on the young teen boys.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Yeah, there's a story of a mom in California that had done this yesterday. I think it was 14-year-old boys, like her 14-year-old son.
Okay, cougs. Seriously.
How old?
The 14.
I mean,
yeah, and she
that
was
is
like, I think she was
messed
like 47.
Ugh.
Yeah, which is just crazy. And she got him over and got him, gave him alcohol and weed. And
you see some of those stories too with teachers, with students, female teachers, and there's so many stories about that.
yeah, you see a lot. And I mean, it's wrong. I mean, I've talked to other dudes about it. Like, oh, would you have been scarred for life if that happened to you? No, no. But still, it's wrong.
Right. And that's the thing, like...
Yeah, you can't justify it. It's clearly not right.
You can never justify it. I'm sure there's a lot of guys walking around today that hooked up with an older woman when they were 14, 15, 16, never said anything about it to anybody, and the chick never got in trouble, and they're older now, and they talk about it fondly. It's fine, but... It's wrong still for this woman to do that. And if you get busted doing that, you should be in trouble.
Yeah, true.
Imagine you're the mom of that 14-year-old boy. You're like, what the fuck?
No, I know, but then there's some moms that are like, well, he's a man being a man.
Now there's a story
That's
about...
not my view, by the way. I'm just saying that's what I've heard shit like that before.
That definitely sounds like a trailer mom.
Yeah.
Man being a man.
I've heard people say it before.
Yeah. And maybe it's the era of the place I grew up in. I don't even know if people frown. I'd be like, good for you, boy.
I mean, that's totally what in Logan?
Yeah.
They would absolutely say that.
Yeah, I feel if I went back there today, they're still high-fiving you. Way to go, boy.
You don't think they've evolved to the times?
No, they kind of put like a lid on that town. It's just,
nobody evolves.
No, there's nothing really trickling in or out. It's just kind of sitting, stewing. 37-year-old woman at Vero Beach got arrested for having sex with a teen between the ages of 16 and 17 a few times over the past 15 months. This was just in the news last night. She got arrested and charged with 3 counts of sexual battery and 1 count of lewd Computer solicitation of a child. Wow. So she found him online.
Oh, that's creepier.
Dang. Wow.
That's super creepy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Chris Hansen's Dateline to Catch a Predator. So I think I told you guys about how he got another deal. They were uploading it to YouTube, and I forget the name of the
He had a YouTube show.
Yes, and it was just as good. It was really, really good. This one guy brings in a fucking pizza for the girl, and Chris Hansen walks in, and he's like, "Oh, what you doing? We have an appetite, I see." He's like, and the guy, he's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then Chris Hansen does his thing, and the guy still continues to eat the pizza.
You got to respect that.
He goes, "Hey, man, I'm really hungry. Do you mind if I eat the pizza?" As he's basically going to get arrested. I mean, it blows your mind.
With your love of pizza, though, you got to have mad respect for that.
I don't know if I want to respect anybody that's been on Catch a Predator.
Right. You do kind of lose a good bit of because they don't ever have anybody like it was cleared up like, oh, it's a terrible mistake. Sorry, we had the wrong person.
Yeah,
does that happen on that show?
They always have the right guy.
There's one guy that fought it, but it was proven that he was a liar. It was a lie. The thing about that show that's fascinating is you are seeing basically in real time. I mean, it's a recorded thing, but you're seeing people realize their life is going down. They are fucked. There was a rabbi on there.
Oh shit!
He starts to shake. They bring the cameras in, and Chris Hansen's telling you, "Yeah, I'm with Dateline." Blah blah blah. He starts to shake. He's like, no, you can't do this to me. It is insane.
Nobody's doing anything to you. You're doing it to yourself.
Yeah,
Rabsy.
it is. It is. It's crazy.
Dang, that's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty heavy. It is a heavy show.
I've started listening to a lot of those Dateline podcasts. I think I have to stop.
You got to stop. I had to stop watching that Hear No Evil, See No Evil show with the murders on the. I had to stop watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
It was making
you only
me
handle so much.
Well, every time I would go into a store, I'd start thinking about the cameras and who's walking out, who's getting kidnapped. It put me in a weird place.
Well, I always am thinking now, like, okay, as I'm walking around, I hope there's cameras, so when I'm murdered, there's evidence. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I thinking like that?
That's what I was thinking too. I'm thinking, okay, if someone stabs me right now, is it going to be on camera? Do I show? It fucks with your head.
It does.
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. I mean, the things that they find now.
But you'd be surprised how many of these freaking cases there's no camera for like the area where the murder happened.
Well, if I get murdered in our parking lot, I'm fucked. There ain't no kind of camera here. We say we have cameras. Our shitty ass cameras can't do dick.
If you get murdered behind that first row of cars, you're done.
No one can see that. They'll go, is that an ant getting murdered right there? It's like a little blob.
If you get murdered, there'll be nothing. But if you one day decide to tug your pud behind your truck, then they're going to get
7 camera
clearest,
angles. Yeah. HD.
I'm going to definitely retweet that one.
If I decided to tug my pud. I'm not going to be talking about pud anywhere near this building.
Unless we go out.
Go out?
If we get fired.
Oh, yeah. Get fired, then start jerking off when you leave. That'll really help.
Yeah, I showed you.
Yeah. Cool. I got fired. Now I got arrested. Woo! By the way, that's not how I want to go
I want
out.
to show you how right you were.
I know. I got
In case
fired.
there's any doubt.
Let me jerk my pud. Terrible advice.
Terrible advice.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad.
I got an email here from Delaware Ted. Said, I heard you guys talking about the TV show Power, and I know that if you like that, you'll like the show Bad Bloods on Netflix. Has everything you want, drugs, gangs, great story. It's even based around actual historical events. The main star is Kim Coates from Sons of Anarchy. I know Jaybird really loved that show. Check it out. You won't be disappointed.
Is that the one with T. Selleck? Blue Bloods?
No, that's Blue Bloods. This is Bad Bloods. Different kind of blood.
Gosh, I don't listen.
No, you don't.
You gotta really get
Blue
it.
Bloods is T. Selleck. Bad Blood is not.
Yes.
Thank you.
Again.
But I hear that Selleck show's pretty good too.
Is it?
That's what I hear. I hear it's
Yeah.
really popular with the older demographic.
Yeah, a lot of grandmas love it.
yeah.
what I wouldn't do to that.
That's how you get grandmas wet. Put a little
yeah.
Tom Selleck on the screen.
Let me tell you where to put that flavor shaver.
You can't say wet grandmas anymore.
You can't?
No.
Because they're not.
Whatever.
It makes me feel weird.
The shit that you... Okay, if I had a
I know.
fucking book of the shit that
Yeah.
you say that makes me feel
Don't
weird.
say that again. You're making me
trying
feel
to
weird.
shame me. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, you get a conscious for a second.
I don't like wet grandmas, all right?
Nobody does. That's my point.
Yeah, I've got it on my queue list on Instagram, on Netflix. Inspired by true events, this sprawling crime drama follows the Rizzuto family and its successors as they preside over organized crime in Montreal. Kim Coates, Anthony LaPaglia is in it. There you go. It's good. Yeah, got it there. One day, I'll get to it.
I'll ride that blue blood train with you.
Yeah? You ride that Flavor Saver?
You ride that wet grandma?
See, now you're saying it. I mean, get out of here with this shit.
On Netflix shows, they say season 3 of Stranger Things, most watched original series ever now for the, I guess, network, you call them?
Wow.
Yeah.
Stranger Things, huh?
Season 3. Yeah, most watched ever.
People love season 3. People are still commenting about it.
And I'm hearing like season 2 was kind of like okay, and season 1 was okay for me. And so if they're saying season 2 was okay, then I'm like, but I hear season 3 is so amazing, but I feel like I need to like plow through season 2 and get to season 3. So
I don't think you're gonna watch Stranger Things. I
don't know. I got other stuff. It's just I just don't know when I'm gonna get to it. One thing, unfortunately, I just don't have time to watch anything right now. It's football season, man.
Yeah.
So.
For you, you would really like HBO stuff. Danny McBride, he's very funny. He does Vice Principals and he does Eastbound and Down. He's got a new show out as well.
Yeah, I know, and I saw an episode of the new show, the religious show.
Did you like it?
It was entertaining.
It's definitely
They're entertaining characters. It wasn't like laugh out loud, but it's entertaining.
Eastbound and Down and the Vice Principal is it's a lot funnier.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on the new series by any means, but those two shows are very funny. You would like those shows too, Virginia. I think you would.
All right.
I don't know.
I got to go watch The Usual Suspects first.
Good luck.
I can't wait when you see that. You're not gonna. When are you gonna watch that?
I tried to find it on Netflix. I swear.
It's not on Netflix.
I know.
Don't you have on-demand stuff? Just go to the movies and rent it for $3.99. It'll come right on your TV.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've ever done that.
I mean,
Her technology.
I don't know what to tell you, Grandma.
I've got these two antennas on top of my TV. So which way do I need to wiggle them so I can see this?
Look at her grandma's sweater, her shawl.
Oh, Virginia.
Grandma's wet.
Now it's out of line.
Now it's out of line.
Yeah.
Well, you started it.
Yeah. They came out with the Power List, 100 most powerful people in entertainment. You got everybody from Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, Ellen DeGeneres, The Rock, Will Smith, Jennifer Lopez on there. Number 1 is Disney CEO Bob Iger. Number 1 on the most powerful list. I get it.
Is Kathleen Kennedy on there?
Who?
Kathleen Kennedy?
Who's that?
The woman that works for Disney that I was talking about.
That you talked about.
I've heard that she's very powerful in that company. Now, whether that's translates to dollars, I don't know.
Yeah, not Bob is the guy that is really kind of taking them to that level where they are. He's got the streaming and all that kind of stuff that they've done. Yeah, I don't see her looking at it, and they've got a whole bunch of names on here that you don't know, like Dan Lin. He's number 98. Tiffany Haddish made it. Yeah, so I don't know. Zendaya made it. Is it Zendaya? Zendaya.
I think it's Zendaya.
Zendoa.
It's Daya. Don't you hate that? There's so many names out there. I don't. Yeah.
I think it's Zendaya.
And what did you say the name of your girl was that you're wanting to know, Jay Bird?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Nope, didn't make it.
All right.
Don't see her.
I'm so sorry I even brought the audience involved in that. That was terrible. What a halt the podcast came to.
Yeah.
Screeching.
Yeah, no, it's my fight. I own every horrible second of that.
Mm-hmm. Got an email here from a sincerely annoyed pregnant woman. She said, long-time listener, always love hearing the people who win the 5K, but I'm confused. I tried calling today, just wondering when to give up and stop trying to call to be the 9th caller. It either just says ringing or says line busy, doesn't let you know 9th caller has already been answered, just keeps your hopes up of still trying. The 9th caller is apparently not a live call that airs on the radio within those 9 calls. Kind of annoying when I'm sitting outside listening and calling for 30 minutes waiting to even hear about a winner. Either make it a live radio call or let the people still calling know that they suck and should try again tomorrow. Thanks. Would love to hear about it when I listen to you guys in the morning tomorrow.
They don't put the call on right away?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you back in my day in radio.
Tell 'em, Grandma.
You did a contest, and then you immediately, before the next song was up, had to have it chopped and ready to play, because making people sit through a bunch of songs is not cool, because they're waiting to see if there's a winner.
Yeah.
We don't chop it up and play it right then and there?
I don't know, Virginia. I'm never in here when they do it.
So you've asked him 3 times and he still doesn't know.
I know. And again, she's like, so do they? I'm like,
Kevin, tell me.
Again, I don't know.
So
Again, I don't know.
What do you think, though?
Kev,
best guess.
Kev, is there a chance that they edit it right then and there?
Again, I don't know. I have no idea. No clue on exactly how they're doing it or what happens. Do we just announce and then they play and then they give out the winners? So, yeah, we're not a part of that part of it. So
We, as a radio station, should be worried about the listener experience, though. And that's how you make it better, by immediately either having the person on that won or saying somebody won, so people stop calling and sitting in their car for 30 minutes. That shit ain't cool.
I'll try to find out, but we have 2 days left, so I don't know how effective it'll be.
Yeah, what Virginia said.
Yeah, give it a shot. By the way, Kathleen Kennedy's number 49.
Oh, okay. Well, I brought that right back around then. It wasn't that dumb of a question, now was it, Vicious V?
No, you're actually brilliant. And if you believe that.
Believe on that. All right, we got Friday, whoop whoop, coming up tomorrow, and big stuff this weekend. I know Virginia's going to be out a good bit. You got the Champions Beer Fest, going to be fun on Saturday to check out.
You're definitely going to that?
Definitely.
What time does that go?
Champions Beer Fest starts at 2 for the VIP, 3 for regular admission. And then on Sunday, I'm going back to Oktoberfest.
Yep. German American Club at the Palm Beaches in Lake Worth.
Woohoo!
There'll be food there?
There's always food.
No, not Oktoberfest, at the other thing.
Yeah, they have food there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get it all, baby.
I had a cheeseburger there last year that was delicious. But I had 87 beers. So, you know.
Burger's so good.
I've seen Virginia eat when she's real drunk, like that hot dog that one time. At the
It's not cute.
The hot dog about flipped my stomach. It was pretty revolting.
And also, I love the post that is up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Right now, you can go and see it as kind of an update to everything that's been going on in the Bahamas. If you want to see an update on what is happening there, people are checking out saying this is awesome.
Yay.
That we donated here to rebuild the Bahamas, and we can see what's happening, repairing the roof of the public elementary school there in West End. You can see the photos of that and what your donations have done to show you that, yes, we are fulfilling all of your donations to make sure that it's changing people's lives. And Bailey said this is awesome. It's going to provide them with a safe learning environment, and it's going to give them a sense of normalcy, and it's all because of KVJ. Awesome job.
And on top of that, here's another cool layer. We hired West End Bahamian people to do the work, so now it's infusing money into those men and their families that have been out of work for about 2.5 months.
Very cool.
So,
all good.
Very cool stuff that you guys made all of this happen. We are eternally grateful, and we're not done yet.
All right, so there you go. A little positive for Thursday. Be back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.